Hello, and thank you again for joining me for Scots United, where me and my crackerjack team of other Scots who are also me bring you the latest in movies, TV, and occasionally pop culture. Why only occasionally? Do I care that Cardi B and Nicki Minaj got into a fight? Not really. Rather, I would like to bring you two movies that have come out this past summer that maybe you caught, maybe you didn't, so let's go over to Scott.
Thanks, Scott. So I just came out of 8th grade, which my heart is still sort of clenched in anxiety. I am an anxious person, as those of you that know me know that. And this movie so perfectly captures the anxiety and constant fear of middle school, of trying to fit in and be okay and have people like you and do the right thing, which, God, and Entertainment Weekly just compared, and I forget in what way, this movie with Hereditary, and it's true. I spent watching Hereditary with my heart again clenched into a tight fist, just being like, this isn't going to go well, this is going to go terribly, I don't like this is scaring me, this is going bad, this is going to get worse, and then it did. For those that haven't seen Hereditary, it's great, but you just stay in a constant knot of anxiety because you see how you can just feel how awful it's going to go. And that's before the decapitations and the burnings and the awful, awful things. I know 8th grade has no decapitations, but it's still, because you see how painfully shy this lead character is, and the performance really is outstanding because the little girl that's the lead is in the whole movie, and she's trying and she means well, and sometimes you just
Thank you, Scott. So, if you would like your innards, your bowels just quaking with tension, I apparently go see either Hereditary or 8th grade. Now, let's take a little turn and go to Scott, who's going to talk to us now about the drama category, Best Drama for the upcoming Emmy Awards. Take it away, Scott.
Yeah, Scott, I have actually watched every season that's in contention, except for This Is Us, because I watched the first 2 episodes when that show started, and I just said, not for me. As a child of the 80s, I am a big fan of Stranger Things, and I really do like it. Noah Schnapp, that plays Will Byers, I think actually put in one of the best performances of the second season, and Millie Bobby Brown is always so fiercely watchable. But I don't know, didn't the second season kind of repeat the first? First there were Christmas lights all around, and then there were the drawings all around the house. I mean, there are such heavy hitters in Best Drama, I just don't see Stranger Things taking it. I'm a big fan of The Crown, and I'm really going to miss Claire Foy's eye acting because it is on point. But I just feel like probably The Crown is a little too cold and a little too British this year to win, Best Drama. I just don't think it'll happen.
Margo, we are here to talk about the shows and not about your petty grudges with individual actors.
Speaking of HBO, Westworld, I mean, it was a really interesting season with some great standalone episodes, and of course, it's beautifully acted. I mean, there's no question about that. But are voters going to connect with it enough for it to win? I just don't think so.
I wonder if HBO is almost annoyed that Game of Thrones and Westworld have to compete against each other.
I just took out Margo to go to the bathroom, and she just said, "I've got Emilia Clarke's Emmy right here."
That's just uncalled for. And she's done. Okay.
Now, I love Elizabeth Moss. Cheers to her. And I will light a candle every year till I die about the fact that she never won an Emmy for Mad Men, because that was just insane. But season 2 of The Handmaid's Tale, a little more uneven, Still beautifully acted, still very powerful, but I don't know, I wouldn't vote for it. Not as the best. And that leaves us with The Americans, which is, bar none, one of the best shows on television that you probably didn't watch. They knew it was the final season. It is one of the best last seasons of any show ever. And that's not just me saying that. They knew where they needed to go. They built this amazing finish. It was so full of tension and drama and interest. Kerry Russell and Matthew Rhys, among a stellar cast, are just incredible at what they're doing and what they did and what they've been doing. And they're probably not going to win Emmys either, which is going to drive me crazy. But nonetheless, I'm not saying The Americans is my pick to win, because I don't think it probably will, even though it should. It's my pick to win, but it's not my pick to win. The win is probably going to go to Game of Thrones, even though Game of Thrones wasn't as great as it's been. Or it might go to The Handmaid's Tale, because Emmy voters love to repeat winners. Or it might go to The Crown because it won the Golden Globe, although that's probably not a good enough reason. And it might go to This Is Us because it's like the feel-good show that, I don't know. So, I'm not even sure. The Americans should win. The Americans should win. The Americans should win.
Well, way to hedge your bets there, Scott. You heard it here first, everybody. One of several people could win. We don't know. But, it's a tough year. We'll have to see how it goes. Join us again next week, where we'll highlight a few more choice categories, choice nominees before the Emmys that are going to be airing on a Monday. And who knows, maybe Margo has some other deep-seated grudges that she needs to air out. Who can say? Until then, I'll see you later.